go. Hi guys. It's Friday and it's 3 o'clock. After 3 o'clock, sha. But anyway, welcome to another episode of your favorite or soon to be favorite or on the way to becoming favorites podcast. Just another podcast, and this is
Yay.
Blessed speaking. Oh, just another podcast with a question mark.
Wait a question.
Yeah. This is Blessed speaking, and I have with me
PJ.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about accents. That's our theme, and we hope to do a series on accents. Don't think of season 1, season 2. It's not going to be that long. It's just going to be like maybe 4 more episodes or 3 more episodes. Let's just see how it goes.
Yes, and today it's like this is going to be a serious podcast because Bless is coming with all the seriousness. So I'm just here for the vibes, guys. Not everybody's happy.
I'll try not to be serious. I'll try serious, but I do think that this is something people don't really talk about, especially immigrants, or not just immigrants, people that find themselves in places they will not usually be, or someone that a place that is not natural to them. So yes, I've been looking for someone to talk to this thing about. Today PJ is my victim. Okay,
I think that you have a lot of conversations in your head. And
I
you're
do have a
always
lot of
just looking for
conversations in my
to
head.
I wish that you have like a mirror in your room.
It's just that anytime I go, if I go to someone to go and talk with them, they always make it seem like an argument. And you know me, I love arguments. I will argue with you to the end. But it doesn't necessarily have to be an argument. We can find it, but I guess everybody's angry these days.
Right.
Okay, so we came with more structure today, since this is a very, as PJ said, a serious podcast.
Gay.
Okay, so we're going to be starting with a question today, and the first question I'm going to be asking PJ, should be answering most of them, is: do you think your accents before they hear you?
All right. Yes, that's a very good question. I think that people hear your accents before they hear you, and it's a stereotype and prejudice, like we said. You know, it's like it's not planned for, but there's a part of the brain that just says, "Okay, now I'm going to tune in or tune out to what I said."
Yeah.
You know, I always say this, and not to sound spiritual, but accent does not limit your anointing. Because I've seen people, like, I'm on a call, I'm trying to speak and everything, and I just see them switch some type of way. And so I easily just switch, and like I know where you're coming from. But I'm not going to suddenly change how I sound. You know,
Yeah. What did I want to say? Yeah, I was going to say that I would say sometimes it's not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. For example, let's just say you put yourself in the shoe of a white person, and the white person meets a black person. They're meeting you for the first time, and they want to have a conversation, and then they ask you, "Oh, what's up?" And then I'm guessing that in their mind, since you're black, they're probably first of all configuring that your response will be something along the lines of a black American, like y'all, or something that sounds like a black American. And then when you don't respond in the black American and they get a hint of that African accent, they're probably now thinking, okay, let me strain harder to listen to them, because their English is probably not going to be up to par as mine. So you could see the effort. Oh, they are really struggling to listen. But then again, it doesn't really help anybody, because you hear other accents well, I would suppose. And again, this boils down to what you say. This is just based on my own theory and calculations. It all boils down to stereotype and prejudice, and if it's a good thing or a bad thing, we don't know, because sometimes these stereotypes are actually always turn out to be true. Sometimes they are not.
In my opinion, because I just learned that word also. But in my opinion, I like when somebody think about stereotype or something, like you said, in a certain way, it's not a good or a bad thing. It's just that at that moment, what is it doing?
Yeah.
What is it? Because everything has to be case by case. What is it doing for you at this moment?
Laying out expectations. Okay, so and we're not just talking about accent as it pertains to like your language or your culture, wherever you were living in before. We're also going to talk about accents. You know how you want to call customer service, and you expect them to say, "Hello, how are you today?" Something like that. If you call me, if you're looking for customer service and you come and I'm like, what's up, how far, what can I do for you today? You probably gonna leave a review that my service was bad because that I don't have that high pitched tone intonation for you. Yeah, so we're also going to talk about things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, a quick intro is that every single person on this world have an accent.
Yes.
Every single person on this world have an accent. I know sometimes white people don't think they have an accent because maybe they think that their tone of English is the standard. It really isn't, because we don't, even if there was someone that had the most original version of English, they don't exist for us to compare. So right now in this generation, we don't know what the standard of English is. So everybody has an accent.
You know, like so I taught this year, right? And the first thing I do in each of my class is to have a conversation about accents. So,
wow.
Yes,
are you serious?
That's the first thing I do, because I'm introducing myself and I'm saying like I am here, I come from here, and this is my accent. And what do you know about accent? There are different accents even in America. There are the Western American accents, the Eastern, where we are right now. You see that the Pittsburgh has the yawns.
Yeah.
Yawns when you're speaking, and all of that. So I start with the conversations to help you to know that this accent conversation is not just when it's different a continent or different people.
Tribes,
it is even
like
just even
different
where you are
skin
right
colors.
now.
Yeah. So everybody's accents always leave an impression at first anytime someone else hears. And another thing is that people attach personality, again, that stereotype, intelligence, confidence, they attach something to your accent, whether you are even using big grammar or not. If your accent is not giving off aura as per 1000%, there is something they will definitely attach to it. It is up to them if that's a good thing or not. And it always happens unconsciously. You do not plan it. It just happens. For example, and sometimes it's just like your tongue is tired and your tongue is confused. Honestly, that's what I think sometimes, that my tongue is just tired or confused. Because I remember my friend will pick me up in the morning to go to school, and then she's white anyway, so we will be talking, and then it's a new day. This is my first interaction with a white person, so I am game on, like, let's go with this accent, this white accent. So I stood up. I'm going on English and white and everything. And then 2 hours into the day, because my classes are like 6 hours, 2 hours into the day, I am drained and I'm back to my ground level. I am speaking plain Nigerian, and everybody's telling me every 2 seconds, please repeat what you're saying, please repeat what you're saying, please repeat what you're saying. Like, and it just happens unconsciously, and it's tiring to now go back or go to the bathroom or the toilet and go and be like, let's just take a short break. Because sometimes anytime I start with an American accent and I am forced to like keep it up, my head gets very, very heavy. It gets very, very heavy, because in nursing school there are some medical jargons that you have to pronounce, and I am forced, sometimes inclined to say them in the way the Western people say it. So my head gets very, very heavy. It gets very, very uncomfortable. I just want to go back home. I just want to go back home and just talk to my mother, or just keep quiet.
And this conversation that you just have about keeping quiet or just wanting to go back to your shell is why you don't see many African immigrants or African American or Indians
really
or
networking or talking.
Not even, I'm talking about like negative side, where you just want to keep quiet with your ideas and opinions because you're like, oh, my voice is not needed here. And I think that that's just a lie. Your voice is aired and it's just as important. But I get that you want to, like, you come, and it's not even like you want to do it, it's just so very unconscious. When you're speaking to some group of people, you're switching up. When you're speaking to another group of people, you are your usual flow. And what I think I have tried very hard to do is just keep being the same usual tone of voice, the same speak. And I see that they get used to me at the end of the day.
They do get used to it. Yeah, I mean, adaptation is a characteristic of living things. If you do not adapt and get used to it, then you're not a living thing. But yeah, and sometimes this accent also comes with a character.
Of course.
It comes with a character. I know there is the issue of stereotype behind it, but it's like saying a music comes with a spirit. The character also, the accent also comes with this character. Because whenever I'm in my whitish zone, imitation phase, in that moment, I am forced to say, oh my god, I hate that word. I hate saying oh my god. I hate saying oh my god. I would never say OMG, but sometimes when I pick up that like white stone, I find myself saying OMG, and I hate myself in that moment. It's not as if I am being fake, or well, the truth is I am actually being fake. But what can I do? It takes a moment for me to just pause and then like take back myself. So, honestly,
a lot of people get worried when you speak and you're like, repeat yourself. Sorry, can you come again? Sorry, slow down. That slows down even your speaking pattern.
And your way you're thinking flows.
But for me, I think that it's okay. Like I say it all the time, it's okay. Like, yes, I can try to say I want to train myself to sound some certain kind of way, but I'm not going to go out of my way to do that.
Make yourself uncomfortable.
To do that. Because, yes, I know it's going to open certain doors for me and all of that, but I just always feel like if that door is not mine, it's going to remain closed. Sure. So, if I now, because you see in the corporate, especially the corporate world, I especially the corporate world, you get there and you're like, oh, I have to do this, I have to take a type of way, I have to do. No, and it's not just like, oh, I'm trying to know. It's just the truth. It's like you have to just ensure that whatever you're doing, you're staying true. So if staying true to yourself is that after 10 years of living in the USA or the UK, you haven't adapted, then that's okay.
Honestly.
And if staying true is that you've learned to mimic others the way they speak,
that's your own version of true. And that's so true, because anytime I talk to my friends, they expect me to, I don't know how they expect me to sound, but they expect me to sound some kind of way, and the level of disappointment you can hear from their voice, and I'm like, do you want to talk to me or not? Tell me, let me scram, because I'm not going to make up any.
Guess what?
I'm not going to make up anything for you to feel.
Guess what? I heard the other day, I can't remember her name, but she was saying how that even in the movie industry, like they imagine an African accent would be, and for Wakanda, for example.
Do you know Children of Blood and Bone?
Yeah.
They're making a movie about it. And not only is there no indigenous Nigerian in that movie when we have so many good people. I'm not even going to that, but I am curious to hear the level of fake African imitation and things that they're going to bring.
So they have a certain way that we speak, that is expected to speak, and they have a certain. Well, you see what they are doing is just mimicking what we do.
Exactly. And apart from that, you cannot the term African accent is technically wrong.
Very wrong.
Because a Kenyan doesn't sound like a Nigerian. A Nigerian in Lagos does not sound like a Nigerian in Akwa Ibom.
In my class,
I don't even sound like an Akwa Ibomite from Oran. It is, each local government is like the tongue is completely different.
Every time in my class I say you have 50 states in the United States of America, we have 54 countries.
Exactly.
It's wild.
If you do not know the name of the countries, Google it, bro. That is a you problem. We're not going to go into that. Let's go back. So we've had all this talk about accents.
So what is really an accent?
Yeah, we've had all this talk about accents, and you have probably been flowing with us up to this point based on your own definition of accents, and we are going to give you our own now. So the first one is a bit long. It says an accent is the unique way a person pronounces words based on where they are from, the people around them, and the languages they grew up hearing. Nature nurture kind of thing. And then a very short version that I personally think is very, very nice is an accent is the sound of your environment.
That's so true.
I know, that's so beautiful. That's so cool. It's the sound of your environment.
That's so good. Remember when we were in secondary school or high school or primary school and they taught us culture? Culture is a way of
life.
It's a way of life, exactly. The culture is a way of group of people, how they behave, how they live. Yeah. I think that accents basically portray culture, and that's why I love your definition.
Yeah,
that's so good. It carries everything.
Yeah,
that is in your environment.
It's like you speak and people can hear the echoes of your states or your family or your nation where you grew up, and that's really, really nice. How just the sound of you speaking can give off so much about your origin. I really, really like that. That's
like that. I know, like when I was in the hospital and I know I was sharing this with you, and I was like, every time I was speaking and the doctor's like, sorry, pardon, I'm like, see, you that choose one. You're that listening and listen carefully. Why I use the last drain of blood to speak, or you misdiagnose me. We are not. There is no. Because when I was well and quite alright, I could try to mimic a certain way of
and
speaking.
say it again.
But I am with my
You're on
last
your deathbed
bit,
now.
I am not trying to
Open your inner ears. Proverbs 20:12, I be 12:20. Hearing ye.
hearing you. Open it clearly.
So okay, oh no, that stuff is stressful, no PJ. That stuff is stressful, honestly. I know sometimes we have to repeat and stuff like that, but it's so stressful. Because I'm not going to lie, before coming here, I had this mindset that my English is slower. There is no way on God's green earth you will not understand what I'm saying. There is no way, because I'm not even speaking pidgin. I'm not speaking whatever it is. I'm not saying it, for example, water. I'm not saying water. I'm not saying that. I am. It is very accentuated. Like everything is out there for you. If you are not hearing, then your ear has a problem.
Yes.
I was so confident that would be a problem, but when I came here, not the case. The amount of disappointment and like,
Yeah, and I think that you shouldn't let it get to you. Like personally, and I say this to everyone around me, I don't think you should let it get to you, because what the opposite, and I keep thinking about the disadvantage. The opposite is your voice will be lost in the crowd because you're trying to mimic, and the goal is to just be you, to be who the best you're trying to be. And you see, like we are Nigerian English or Nigerian accent, and now this is me even generalizing it because we have different accents in the Nigerian space. It's very close to the British accents.
Yeah, that's
so if you're telling me that you can hear a British actor speak in this movie
and you cannot hear me,
I cannot hear me. We grew up the other day I was telling someone we grew up watching Idris Elba, and we understood everything he was saying in the movies. So if we could sacrifice our childhood to watch and listen and understand the way you speak, then we are part of your system now. And I know that we still feel like we are minor or we are little more where we are here, but you could also adapt.
I am not minor. I don't know if you are counting based on country achievements.
I don't know.
Personally, I'm not minor.
No, I mean, like right here, wherever it is, but like, you know, and I just know, it gets me. I don't get offended anymore. I said that a lot of things that used to bug me.
It's just tiring for me.
No longer bugs me. It's just like, okay,
it is what it is. And I've forgotten what I wanted to tell you. Okay, I remember what I wanted to tell you. So, what that point you made about us, now this question is pertaining towards Africans in Africa, wherever country, about all of us watching American movies, Chinese movies, Korean movies. You know, we watch everything, we listen to everything.
Yes,
I do not know why we do that. Why do we do that? I know we watch our own too, but why do we branch out and watch others? Because they don't watch ours.
But you know that our culture teaches us to even be adaptive, and we are like a melting point of cultures. For example, Lagos is a melting point of different cultures and different. So
Nigeria is a melting point of different cultures.
So we're already used to exploring and learning new things and learning about other people. So we are very open-minded in that way. So it helps us even when we go and explore. We go to Korea movies, we go to India, Bollywood, we go like, if I understand now that in India there are different kind of wood. It's not just Bollywood. So, you know, but we go all of those places and we explore and then we come back. It's easy for us to soak it in. Now in Nigeria, you have people who are doing cage movies. Like Nigerians who are doing
I watched one last week.
So because we're already used to that melting point, we're already having that spirit of flexibility and adaptability. It helps us to now.
That makes so much sense, because when you wake up and then your neighbor is an evil person and then your classmate is from outside, it would be very easy for you to just like branch up. That makes sense. That makes me feel better, because I thought we had some deep down inner problem in our heads. Okay, so the next part of this that we're going to be like, don't worry, this is just an intro. Like we said, this is going to be a series. How long do you want this to run for? 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes?
Up to wherever the conversation ends.
Okay, let's just go with the flow. So the next part we'll be talking about is, does your accent equate intelligence? Does accent equate intelligence?
No. I wanted to use a swear word, but my mom might be watching. No. Might be listening rather.
Wait now. But sometimes it does, because let's talk about So let's, based on that definition, accent is the sound of your environment. In sound, there is tones and there are intonations. So I might be, when you want to present something, when you want to defend your project, and then you're talking nonsense, but then you are saying it and you are backing it up with the sounds of confidence, the tones of confidence. Sometimes a particular kind of accent backed by the right tone of confidence can exude intelligence. It could be fake intelligence, but it shall give you the thinking that I'm smart, but I'm saying nonsense.
So I'd noticed, I've done many conferences. I'd noticed that a lot of times people's brain are like switch off when they hear your accent.
Why?
It's just be with me. Like you start the conversation and you're like, and you just see like something in the brain is like switch off. Like I don't know what she's about to say. But there's a part of me that remember that I'm a Nigerian girl, and a proper Nigerian girl, we make English beautiful. A lot of our languages in Nigeria are tonal, so we sing when we are even speaking unconsciously.
Okay, you think so?
Yes. Just say a line now in your native language.
Sorry, wait, I'm trying to think through it because I've always thought the other way around, that it wasn't tonal.
It's tonal. Our native languages are tonal.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because I know Yoruba is tonal.
Okay, give me yours.
Do you want me to say a word or you want to say something?
A sentence.
Okay, your medium poor, but yeah.
Alright. Now you didn't hear any rhythm in what you just said? You didn't hear any rhythm?
Wait,
You've
no.
got so used to speaking that you can't even.
Wait, but I don't see any rhythm. Do you mean rhythm by like high intonations and low intonations?
Rhythm
is that what you
by
mean?
Beats, high intonation, low intonation, everything.
I don't think my language has those things.
Really?
I don't think so. I really do not think so. Because even when we write it, we don't
include tones.
Even when we write it, you know how Yoruba has those slashes on top for like high tones and low tones. I do not think we have it. But you Google it.
What's the language?
Ibibio.
I promise you. We can even ask in the comment section, but yes.
Does Ibibio have what?
Tonal effects.
Tonal what?
Effects.
Tonal effect.
Yes, a tone level language. I said you did not. Your ear is there. I won this argument.
Are you sure?
See,
we used to sing hymns in Ibibio in church, so we were made to read them. Sometimes we read Bibles, so I don't remember singing anything, but it's fine.
It might not have the marks, the diatric marks that Yorubas have. But unlike English,
high, mid, rising, falling, and low.
Unlike English is just, see what we've been saying since, it's just the only dramatic effect now that we've been having is because we are trying to stress the pattern of what we're saying. But it's very drab. Hey, what's up?
Nothing come out. No tone, no rhythm.
But we are so what I'm trying to say in effect is that the Nigerian languages or the Nigerian Englishes accommodate the tonal flexibility of the other languages into the way we speak in Nigeria.
Are you saying that from the way we speak, when we now come inside to come and speak English, we bring that tone into English?
We carry it into English. We do.
Are you sure?
We do.
I'm going to go with you because you are English
professor.
No,
because I'm English professor now. So
this type of thing requires survey over like 1,000 people.
You can do thousands of people.
We can use the conversation.
How are you? How is your day?
Okay, I see your point.
So we bring to the language all the things that it needs, the dramatic effects the language needs to carry the story.
Even the way, okay, don't worry. Say what you want to say. Don't worry.
I said that's what we're good storytellers, but what do you want to say?
Even the way we speak, like, oh God, what? I need an example. Sometimes, okay, I don't have an example right now, but I'll have one later. Anyway, my point is that even the way we speak, you know how sometimes most languages in Nigeria are not like straightforward. Yeah. I think English goes in a sentence. I be subject, verb, main adjective, main preposition, something like that. Then our language will probably be adjective first, then the verb, then something
exactly,
mix like that. So when we now come and speak English, we still speak it like that.
Speak like that.
Yeah,
now.
we still speak it.
we-
We force English to like adjust to the
it
way we do,
adjusts.
and that's very nice. So honestly, that's very very nice, and I see that in Korean too. Like that's the same way they speak. It's not like that pattern. They mix it up, and when they speak English, they also say, and that's very very
we allow
beautiful.
English to do to us what our languages already do to us.
Yeah,
Unlike just allowing English to be the English language.
that's nice. So that means last colonization never reached English from our mouths like that. Almost there, not there. We don't know.
So when we now bring the accent, or when we now try to mimic others in the way we're speaking, what we are doing now is to lose that sense of our identity and individuality in speaking. So, and that's why I said I understand that in corporate spaces or in places where you need the doors to be open, you can mimic the language to sound a certain type of way. But trust me, they are dying to make their language as beautiful as us.
Yeah, that's true. And so many language and accents, should I say, are going extinct. Is it extinct?
Extinct.
Yeah, and it's very 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 sad. It's very 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 sad. Cause I remember very very early on, almost every tribe in Nigeria had an accent of speaking English. Like the way you speak Yoruba, the way you speak English is different from the way I speak English. The way someone from Orobo is different from the way like speaking English, but different tones and accents. But these days, I don't know if it's Gen Z thing. Everybody's just should I say now speaking a very plain, dull English. Me, I have never. Let's never go into today. I was going to confess, but let's let's move on. So yeah, we were talking about, how did we reach it? We're talking about
accent and intelligence.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you said it doesn't. That's true, Sha. And sometimes, especially in hospital settings, you would want to explain something to a parent or a doctor or whatsoever, but because they have an African accent, they don't pay you much attention. Because I don't know, for some stupid reason, if there is a logical reason behind the way most people think, I will give them the benefit of the doubt. But there's no reason why you would hear the sound of my voice and you would choose not to listen to me because of the sound of my voice. That does not make any sense.
I said the first year I came here, I used to get like very offended easily and everything, because I don't want you to sound patronizing when you're speaking to me. But now I'm just in my number of years here, and I'm just like, okay, you'll be fine. Like I remember, like when I wanted to get a donut, and I had to be like, I want to get a donut. And she's like, no, what are you saying? I don't have time. Like, sorry. I was like, bruh, are we spy? Are you selling this now? Am I the one buying it? Am I the one paying you for stressing me? And I had to tell a friend that I had to draw what a donut looks like for the person in Starbucks to understand that I was going to get a donut. And I was like, and then it made me start thinking that, do I want to go and get the intermediate English classes? But right now I'm just like I said,
PJ. Okay, so I have in my writing here that American accents are known to, like, they are talking about, it's basically about how accents always not just sound, but most of them are socially rewarding. And then how American accents sound cool. That's interesting. And then British accents are seen as being smart. That's also interesting. And then it says African and Asian accents are being mocked sometimes. About the African accents, it's interesting because we're colonized by the people that their accents are seen as being smart, and then ours are mocked. That does not make any sense. But again, we live in a world that does not make any sense.
And I had tried to, because I said we were raised learning the British tonal system and tonal sound, and each time I try to sound like I'm speaking the British English, I'm like, you can't try. Let's just keep it that.
I have so many friends that fake that accent, and then I'm like, see, go back here, go and raise. When you want to speak,
when my sister is speaking, she thinks she's speaking the American accent, but what she's doing is the British accent. And I'm like, babe, I promise you're not getting what you want.
Okay. So Another thing about accents that we have to share today is that we're drawing to a close, by the way, is that accents always evolve naturally. Some of them are influenced by something or the other. Sometimes your friend influences your accent. You moving your location influences your accent. If I move to Warri now, God knows if tomorrow morning I'll start saying change. So many things influences your accent. Even the internet influences your accent. Even sometimes kids of immigrants always sound different from their parents, which is very, 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 very sad. Which is so sad. But yes, most times these accents are like evidences of the places you have been to.
To even end this, I had like
we're not ending. No.
Okay,
yeah.
I had a student. She said we're not ending. We have to cut that part. But jeez, I had a student who came and said that he was so surprised that my accent was different from his parents' accent, and they're like,
Nigerian?
Yeah, they're like Nigerian immigrants, and I was like, jeez, let me tell you the truth. Your parents have stayed here so long. That's that they have. It's called acclimatized, right?
Yeah.
They've gotten used to, and so they can't even. It's just like now a Yoruba girl that eats pepper a lot, when she comes here, no more pepper. What's going on?
You don't eat pepper?
Like, not me.
Okay,
I'm
sorry.
just saying, not me. Like every other person has acclimatized to the culture.
I ate pepper day before yesterday. It was very
like
hot.
You hear things like, oh my god, it's so spicy, and you're like, auntie, you just left here 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing for the accent.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to talk about what you just talked about, African parents losing their accents. I'm thinking about my parents now in my head as I'm saying this. My dad speaks some kind of way, but you can smell the BBO in it.
You can smell it.
It's never like, it is so, oh my goodness, people, I don't know how to. It's like a struggle. He struggles to let go, but it is never, the damage has been done. Same thing with my mom to an extent. So I would say that some things are, I don't know how the students' parents were able to like just let go. Some things are just inbuilt. I'm not even lying. There are some times that he will speak and I'll be like, okay, maybe he has become fully westernized, and then the next thing he says, young Sean, I'm like,
Young Sean?
No. We have not gone anywhere. But yeah, you guys get the point. So many things influences accents. And what is influencing your accent? Why did you speak the way you spoke a few minutes ago? Why are you going to speak the way you're going to speak in the next? Why are we even speaking? Why am I speaking the way I'm speaking? Think about it. What is influencing your accent? So I have a few questions we're going to just bounce at each other and go back and forth. So when did you first become aware of your accent, PJ?
The moment I got out of the plane. What are you saying? Let me even tell you the funny story.
That's so true. That's so true.
The moment I got out of the plane, before getting out of the plane, I was fine. Inside the plane, I was still like, welcome to the United States of America. I don't know what we're doing here, but we'll figure it out. As I got out of the plane, I was trying to get directions to take me to where I needed to go to. I did not know anything. So I'm like speaking and I'm like, sorry, excuse me. And I'm like, hey. People will just calm down. Guess what I did?
What?
Got up with me. As I landed and looked around and saw that nobody was listening to me, I heard from afar a Yoruba person saying Yoruba. Like the wind sent forth the Yoruba. I ran to that place. Please, you speak Yoruba? I said it to Yoruba. Joma, so Yoruba. Hey, immediately. But that was when the disparity started and I became very aware of it.
I think every immigrant becomes aware of, I don't know, that should I say how different or who you truly are when you come into a new place. And that happens not just in terms of language and tribe and immigration and all those things. It's also like, for example, if you put me in a corporate setting where everybody, like still in Nigeria, you move it from Akwa and put me in Lagos where everybody's, I don't know what everybody does there, but anyway, you put me in a new place, I will become more self-aware. And I think that also happened to me too, actually.
Like when I was in Lagos, like I worked with some South Africans, right? It didn't feel like I was talking to somebody different. It felt like we were all saying the same thing.
The same
But
thing.
it felt like, even though they were like variations, slight variations, where I felt like we were all saying the same thing. But as soon as I landed that no, things change.
Okay. So, have you ever changed your accent? Me, I have. I already confessed to you. You uncle.
At this point, it's not even working. I'm trying to
just stick to how you speak, PJ. Don't stress yourself. So, what accents do people romanticize the most? What accents do you romanticize the most? Do you romanticize any accent at all?
So, this is not a very honest podcast. I met where is he from? An Italian, Switzerland, who lives in Switzerland, and I spoke. It's the ass. You know when you say, do you judge people first when they speak or when you see them? I think I judge. I judge. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Romanticize. Maybe Korean. Maybe Korean. Personally for me.
Have you heard a Korean speak English?
In real life? No.
It's South Korean to be precise.
Oh, you mean like when they are speaking English? Because I was thinking of their language, like shut up their language.
Okay.
If it's their language if it is when they are speaking English, it's always stressful. I'm not romanticizing. But if it is their language, I do like their language. I do like their language. But anyway, have you ever judged someone? You've already confessed. Me, have I?
I judge because I like the accents.
Okay. You're good judging.
Yeah, good judging.
Interesting. Yeah. Guys, you've learned a new thing today. There's good judging and bad judging. Have I ever judged somebody? I'm not judging now because what would my judging do for them? That's how they used to speak. How you want to make I do? Okay, so the last question we have today is what accents do people misunderstand the most? Like whole wide world, what accents do you think?
I think from what we just said, I don't know what they misunderstand the most, but I think that a lot of people are not giving credit to the African American tone of voice and accents. I feel
there are two types of African American accents.
Because what is happening now with culture is that let's say the bougie and the non-bougie. The non-bougie accent is what is now getting popular as what we are all now speaking as like the cool language of TikToks. Which accent is that, please? I'm not aware. So like the way they are spoken, the way that you get street cred across in African American is what is now considered as the cool conversation starters now on TikTok and most popular channel. So I think that there's now more exposure to that side of the world.
Okay.
I don't know if they're the ones that started it giving, but like I can't give examples, but like that's what's happening now in this space. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I see what you mean.
I can't give examples, but like that's what I'm trying to say. So I think that they need to popularize it, like we need to shine more light on that. Yeah. But even as shining more light on that, shine more light on embracing every other thing. Okay. So that way there's no misunderstanding. If we can all my point, to make my point very straight, if we all get comfortable with each other's accents, it stops the misunderstanding. Yeah, I think so too. What accents do people misunderstand the most? For me, I don't know, but no, this doesn't have anything to do with accents. I honestly don't know because I've not heard a wide range. Yeah. A wide range. Honestly, if I am not in my house, if I'm outside, I mostly keep quiet. Equal accents, I do like don't bother talking in here. I just, and it's not because I feel bad. It's just that I don't want to stress myself. I don't want you to ask me to repeat. I'm not going to ask you. I'm not going to repeat it. If I repeat it, but don't you think that the word needs
even if I repeat it, you likely don't understand what I'm saying because you don't have low IQ. No offense, but I'm not going to stress myself. There are so many reasons, PJ. Anytime I go out, I'm mostly hungry. If you see me outside, there's 100% chance I'm hungry.
You know how I used to tell you, like every time that I'm in my house, I used to feel like I'm a backyard of my father's trousers
Bam.
until I
You
step
go
outside
outside,
and
you realize that the sky is blue.
very blue.
Okay, so guys, maybe accents aren't just about pronunciation. Maybe they're about identity, survival, class, belonging, whatever it is for you. Just as PJ has been trying to hammer on throughout this whole episode, is that you stay true to your accents. So thank you very much for today's episode.
Thank you for allowing me to yap.
So
Yeah.
we hope you enjoyed and had a nice time. Till next episode.
Yeah.
Bye guys.